devices have configured as their default gateway. So the default gateway of the host or end devices is the MAC address and IP of the virtual router. So the active router processes all packets and frames sent to the virtual router address. The virtual router processes no physical frames. There is one virtual router in an HSRP group. So you have the active router now. Within an HSRP group, one router is selected to be the active router. The active router physically forwards packets sent to the MAC address of the virtual router. So there is one active router in an HSRP group. So, so you have the virtual router, you have an active router, and now you have the standby router. So the standby router listens for periodic hello messages. And when the active router fails, the other HSRP routers stop seeing hello messages from the active router. The standby router then assumes the role of the active router. And there is one standby router in an HSRP group. So, other routers. So you have the virtual router, you have the active router, you have the standby router. Those are the ones that are involved in the HSRP protocol, right? HSRP is Hot Standby Router Protocol. So we can see why it is called Hot Standby Router Protocol, right? Because you have a hot failover. Good. Both of the routers are on. Both the routers on this side and the router on this side are on. So if this one fails, this one across here takes over. So it's a hot swap then, right? They are on. While they are on, it happens. So here, basically what we have been talking about, they are reiterating it here. The router A assumes the active roles and forwards all frames addressed to the assigned HSRP MAC address. Good? So router A, this here is router A. The one on this side here is router A, the active router. Good? So it assumes the MAC address, it uses the MAC address